Welcome to Great Guitarist of the Rock Era. 1984, the year I graduated from high school, wasn't just another year in rock. It was the year rock completely took over pop culture. This was the year MTV ruled, guitar heroes became global superstars, and metal went mainstream. Albums weren't just music, they were identity, rebellion, and power. These are the 10 albums that define an entire generation. This is my top 10 rock albums of 1984. Coming in at number 10, I have Crocus, The Blitz. Crocus came roaring out of Switzerland with one of the most underrated hard rock albums of the decade. The Blitz was loud, fast, and built for arenas. It's a more melodic offering from Mark Strachey and the Boys. Key tracks, Midnight Maniac, Hot Stuff, Rock the Nation, and Our Love. This album gave Crocus international attention and solidified them as Europe's answer to AC/DC. At number 9, I have Saxon Crusader. The British heavy metal warriors delivered one of their most epic statements. Crusader combined galloping riffs, soaring vocals, and medieval-inspired power. Key tracks, Crusader, Just Let Me Rock, Sailing to America, and Do It All For You. This was pure new wave of British heavy metal glory. At number 8, I have Metallica, Ride the Lightning. This is the album where Metallica stopped being underground and started changing metal forever. Thrash metal evolved here, the songwriting expanded, the production was better, and the solos became legendary. Key tracks, Fade to Black, For Whom the Bells Tolls, Creeping Death, and Ride the Lightning. This wasn't just heavy, it was emotional, technical, and groundbreaking. At number 7, I have Dokken Tooth and Nail. George Lynch's guitar heroics exploded on this album. Tooth and Nail fused precision metal with melodic hooks, creating the blueprint for the entire glam metal movement. Key tracks, Just Got Lucky, Don't Close Your Eyes, Alone Again, and Into the Fire. This album turned Dokken into MTV royalty. At number 6, I have Queensryche, The Warning. This album changed what heavy metal could be. Complex arrangements, dark themes, and progressive structures. Key tracks, Take Hold of the Flame, No Sanctuary, NM 156, and Road to Madness. The Warning announced Queensryche as the thinking man's metal band, intelligent, emotional, and epic. Jeff Tate's vocals were next level on this album. At number 5, I have Dio, The Last in Line. Ronnie James Dio delivered one of the greatest metal albums of the 80s. Dark fantasy lyrics, massive riffs, and god-tier vocals. Key tracks, The Last in Line, We Rock, I Speed at Night, and Evil Eyes. The band was at their peak here, and this was heavy metal operatic power. At number 4, I have Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith. If heavy metal had a rule book, this album wrote half of it. Twin guitars, screaming vocals, and relentless speed. Key tracks, Free Will Burning, Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, The Sentinel, and Rock Hard, Ride Free. This is metal perfection. These top 3 could be in any order, but at number 3, I have Van Halen, 1984. This album didn't just dominate rock, it dominated pop culture. Synths, swagger, and Eddie Van Halen rewriting guitar rules, plus massive chart hits. Key tracks, Jump, Panama, Hot for Teacher, and I'll Wait. 1984 turned Van Halen into the biggest band on the planet. At number 2, I have Rat, Out of the Cellar. This album helped to create the Sunset Strip glam metal explosion. It's dangerous, sexy, loud, and radio ready. Key tracks, Round and Round, Lack of Communication, Back for More, and The Morning After. Out of the Cellar helped launch the entire LA music scene into mainstream dominance. At number 1, I have Scorpions, Love at First Sting. This album conquered the world, Germany to Hollywood, hard rock to pop charts. Power ballads to metal anthems, key tracks, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Still Loving You, Big City Nights, and Bad Boys Running Wild. This wasn't just a great album, this was a global rock movement. 1984 wasn't just about great albums, it was about guitar heroes, metal breaking into mainstream culture, and MTV launching bands into superstardom and arena rock reaching its peak. No year before, and few since, have ever delivered this much legendary music. Thanks for watching. Which album ruled your world in 1984? Drop your rankings in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Great Guitarist of the Rock Era. And as always, keep rocking.